In this video, we're going to talk about starting a business in a competitive environment, whether that's a good idea or not, how to succeed when you do start a business that's already in an environment that's already competitive. I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man. I teach you how to build financial independence, how to build the physique that you want, how to get the girls that you want, and how to go from the victim mindset to what I call the Bulldog mindset that is based in some stoic philosophy. If that sounds like something you are interested in, click that subscribe button. Join us on our quest to become better and better versions of ourselves. It says, hey John, video topic suggestion. How do you feel about starting businesses in competitive 7 to 10 competitive markets? Were you the first programming blog ever? I'm not sure, but you're damn successful. Cheers, Chief. Sorry for all the messages. I just value your opinion greatly. All right, if you want to ask me messages, DM me some messages, just go to Bulldog Mindset on Instagram and then hit me, slide into my DMs. Was I the first programming blog with Simple Programmer? No, not by any long shot. In fact, at the time when I started Simple Programmer, there's a lot of programming blogs. It was pretty popular, and I was nobody. And, a lot of people even said, John, you're too late on the programming blogs already. Like, you should have started 5 years ago. Then you could have, but it's too late now. Like, all the big programming blogs already exist. You want to be in a market that is competitive, okay? If there's no one else in the market, that's an indication that the market is no good, all right? And most of the time. Okay, now there's a book I'll put a link to called Blue Ocean Strategy. It talks about some other strategies like creating new blue oceans, new markets, essentially creating your own. Tim Ferriss talks about this a lot, as well as creating your own sort of niche, your own, but not niche, but building your own thing, your own trend, right? I live here in Pacific Beach in San Diego, okay? And something funny happened about a year ago, I think, is that I started seeing these scooters, these electric scooters called Birds. I think that was the first one on the block corners. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Like, okay, so you scan like a little app with your phone and you can ride this electric scooter. Seems kind of stupid, like, as if we need more fat people and drunk people riding on scooters instead of just fucking walking. I still think it's stupid, but hey, whatever the fuck. See, I also thought at the same time, that's a brilliant business idea. That's great, okay? It takes about a month later, and now I see some orange ones next to the black ones. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So another company came in and basically copied the fucking idea. And they built their scooters. And then some green ones showed up, these Lime scooters, okay? And I think there's probably like 5 or 6 different companies that are running scooters now, okay? And they're all doing pretty good, okay? There's no reason why you would select one over the other, okay? So when I saw the Birds, all right, come in, I was like, oh, shit, well, it's too late. Fuck, someone already came up with that idea. That was a great idea. Okay? But some other motherfucker was like, hey, oh shit, scooters. Yeah, I could make a fucking scooter and put it out here if they can do it. And they did it. Okay? And they ended up building a big company. I mean, most of these companies are all big companies. And one of them, I think Bird got bought out by Uber. I think Lime got bought out by someone. I don't know exactly what happened. But basically, if you moved your ass and created a scooter company in that small window, you did well. All of them did well. Now, some of them won't survive, and some of them had startup capital and whatnot. But in general, like those companies either got bought out, the markets consolidate, they combine together. Even something like that, even like directly copying someone, it works. And you see this a lot of times. It's kind of fucking annoying to, like, coffee shop pops up and then another coffee shop pops up right next to it. And they're like, well, if these guys can fucking stay in business and sell coffee, then we can fucking stay in business and sell coffee. And they kind of fuck it up for both of them. But, that's the way that things work. So my point is that, like, you don't need to worry about competition. In fact, it's a good thing. In fact, it's a good validator for the market. If someone's making money, you can make money. There's no reason why, right? It's the same thing. It's like one of the old, like, internet things we used to do back in the day, when people ran Google AdWords before Facebook advertising. You could do the same thing with Facebook advertising, I suppose, is that basically, like, you would look at someone's ad and you'd be like, oh, well, you know what? If they can successfully run an ad to sell this thing, I can do the same thing. And then you would just basically create the same exact thing and run pretty similar ads, and then you can make money. I'd rather be in a more saturated market. I'd rather have 6 or 7 competitors, especially with the internet, okay, where it equalizes things, all right, than be in a space that doesn't have any. In fact, as a small entrepreneur, you don't need much business, okay? You could compete with M&Ms, all right? Like you could create your own knockoff of M&Ms, all right? And you could sell that, and you don't need to sell a lot, right? It's not like you have to like actually directly compete. You only need like a small, like 0.5% of their market share, if even, not even that, and you'll be a multimillionaire, okay? So that's the thing with a lot of these is you could literally take a commercial product, okay? You could literally create a knockoff of that, or so, enhance it in some way, make it customized, and that's where we're going to get to in the second part of this, and customize in some way. And you only need such a small, insignificant fraction of the market that you could do well. Now, if you want to build a huge company, then obviously you need to compete, head to head. It's a different thing, and having competitors in the market is not necessarily a good thing. You basically don't have a competitor unless you're actually fighting for market space. Okay, if there's actually such a large addressable market that you could never have like 30 or 40% of the market. You don't have a competitor. Apple has a competitor. Okay, HP, Dell, they have competitors. These are big companies. Okay, they actually have competitors because that market, that pie, it belongs. It's all of it is sold out, and it's not expanding very much. And the way that they gain market share primarily is by taking it from someone else. That's when you have a competitor. Okay, when you're so small and the market's so big, and there's so much out there, and you don't need very much, and your primary way of gaining market share is not taking it from a competitor, but just going out and grabbing new business. Okay, then you don't have competitors. What you should do, okay, what I advise all my business coaches when coaching clients, when I coach them, I'll have like a link for the coaching. There'll also be a link in the cards here for the coaching. I only take on 10 clients at a time. Right now, at the time of recording this, it is full, so I'll put you on the wait list. What I always advise them is I tell them that you want to pick something you can be the number one best in the world at, okay? Now, this isn't contradictory advice. What it is it's niching down specifically, okay, on the thing. Let's take those electric scooters, okay? If I were going to come into that space right now, I wouldn't just create an electric scooter. It's just kind of stupid. What I would do is I would pick some dimension of it that I'm going to be the number one best in the world at. So I would be the cheapest one. That's one option, okay? That might not be the best one because that's going to be hard to do, but you could make your prices the cheapest, okay? And if you're a small time, you don't need to make a huge profit margin. Okay, now I suspect some of these companies are bleeding actually to gain the market share, so that's probably not a good strategy, but it's one. You could have the fastest one, okay? So suppose you're like, all right, you don't want to get the Bird or the Lime scooter because you want the fast scooter. Okay, these things go fucking fast. They go, 0 to 40 in like 1 second. Okay, dangerous as hell, but it comes with a helmet. Like none of the other ones come with a helmet. This one you have to fucking wear a helmet, all right? And you just all right? Or you can pick some other dimension, right? This is the best looking one, the classiest one, okay? If you get on this scooter, people are going to be like, damn, that guy is just so fucking hot on his scooter, all right? Like damn, that guy on this fucking scooter, just Gucci scooter, Gucci fucking scooter. All right, pick some dimension that you're going to be the best. If you're going to create a blog, a programming blog, pick it, like niche down, right? So Simple Programmer, for instance, since you brought up my programming blog, it is the #1 blog in the world for teaching soft skills for software developers. In fact, I am the #1 teacher in the world. No one teaches soft skills to software developers better than I do with Simple Programmer. That's what our company does, okay? There's no one that is as even close to that. We are the best, okay? So that's the thing. It's like I didn't just make a programming blog, okay? Now I might have started out with that because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but now it's specialized, right? It's the #1 best in the world. Even though I've got competitors, I excel the competitor in some way. I have some, it's not absolutely necessary, but it's going to help you, right? You want to pick something that you can be the #1 best in the world at, okay? And especially when you have a market that has competitors, what differentiates you? What makes you better, okay? And you can see this in the marketplace. Microsoft is a great example of this. What they tend to do is they wait on the sidelines and then they produce something after they've seen someone else produce it, and they make a better version of it. Okay, they've done this with multiple products, with multiple software products. People get pissed off because they just copy their shit. Microsoft is like, oh fuck, you be the pioneer. You get the arrows in the back. Okay, and then we'll see what's working. We'll see what people complain about, and we'll improve upon it. And when we spend our R&D money to build something, we're going to build something that's superior, that's based on your initial foray into the market. We're going to actually copy what you did and make it better. That's it. I hope that helps you. If you haven't already, take the Bulldog Mindset quiz. It'll be up in the cards, also in the description below. And if you have a question, leave a comment below. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.